In Ghana, giving is woven into our lives. We give to support families, faith, and community traditions. But often, these acts of generosity end with the moment. What was missing? A way to channel this generosity into lasting development, accountability, and citizen voice. In 2019, Star Ghana Foundation and WACSI introduced Giving for Change, a bold step to shift power to communities and strengthen local philanthropy. Giving for Change brought partners together as communities of practice. Here, organizations shared ideas, tested new models, and built solidarity. Beyond communities, Giving for Change is shaping policy. National platforms now debate local philanthropy and power shifting as essential to Ghana's future.
My name is John Obuaba, and I'm the team leader at Star Foundation. Star Foundation, we are based in the Eastern region, and what we do is that we promote inclusive development, working with rural communities to promote development at the local level. We participated in the Giving for Change program since the onset. What we did was we've been part of the community of practice, where we gain a lot of knowledge and insight on promoting local philanthropy at the community level. So fortunately for us, we also benefited from the matching fund, which helped us to test local philanthropy at the local level, at the community level. So we implemented a project in a community called Inum in the Eastern region, where we work with the local community to set up a foundation. And the foundation became the vehicle through which the community mobilized local resources, and also used that as a medium to demand for improved service delivery from the district assemblies. So the community came together, and through our capacity support, they set up the community foundation. The foundation is owned by the people, the community themselves. They mobilize resources locally from the community and their citizens outside, and those in the diaspora, to construct a local market. The market cost 100,000 Ghana cedis, and all these resources are mobilized from the community. Community constructed the market, and now the market is completed and it's been shared among the local women. The foundation also became a vehicle through which the community demand for their right. For instance, one of the key issues in the communities is unemployment among young people. So the community used the community foundation to reach out to the district assembly, and then they have provided a lot of skills training for the youth in the community. So the Giving for Change project has really helped to garner a lot of support at the local level towards local philanthropy and demand for citizens' rights.
I'm Dodan Jacob, the Chief Compound Secretary. Yes, and we were sitting down here. Fortunately on our part, an NGO called CDA Ghana came to us, asked us to list what we want to do in our community. We mentioned so many things, but among the things we mentioned, what we were interested in was the maternity block for the Chief Compound. Through that, the CDA Ghana said, we can do it without government. Why we then solicit for funds from government? Then we started with, they asked us to mobilize people. Then we mobilized the people, put it to them, and they agree. Then we started contribution. Yes, we divided the community into three sections. And we agreed that each section is supposed to come with 15 bags of cement. Yes, then, fortunately for us, there was a heavy downpour that cut all the roads except this road alone, our road here. So we decided to mobilize ourselves, fill the potholes. Any car that is coming will pay something. We use that one to add. We were fortunate to get more than 10 bags from that place. So that was how we started it. As I was just saying, with that contribution, we have VLS groups too in the community here. We got to a point then we were running sort of fund. So the CDA Ghana came again, said we should go to the VLA groups, tell them each member in the VLA group should give us 10 cedi. Unfortunately, they also did. So we used those money. We contributed again. Grains, all kind of grains were added. So we sold them out and we used the money. That was what we used in buying the roofing seeds. But for the building, we use communal labor. The roofing is communal labor. They came together. We came together work free. It is now about close to 4 years. 4 years now. Yeah, but we get support from other members from the community. To me, as a person, giving for change through CDA has made the Kunzokala community to know that their own contribution can make an effort and can put up something. But at first, we were not aware. So through giving for change, we were able to do this through mobilizing, which those craftsmen in the community decided to work on the site without taking anything. At times, it was even the honorable that would go to the house, fry bambala beans for us to chop here, and continue with the work. And the chief company in charge, at times, would go and buy water for the community to do, because we were doing it voluntarily. And I, in person, will thank CDA Ghana for their choosing Kunzakala community and for bringing us this idea.
My name is Atuna Awala. I'm the chairperson for the chief compound. So my brother was just saying it's true. We're not aware that this kind of support would have come to Kunzokala. But when we realized that we, the community, we should be doing something and then support the community. So when they brought the idea, we choose to build this compound, chief compound. Give for Change is a good initiative. So, and I believe they can continue to be helping people like Kunzokala and other communities. I'm the person of Young Nicholas, the assembly member for the female Kunzokala Boye electoral area. We never knew the community can do something like this. Before CDA, in collaborating with Star Ghana, they came to our community and they engaged us, brought about 3 problems, that is challenges in the community. So and they say we can do it. And we say we don't have anything to do. And they say we can do it. And then they brought this idea of contributing and doing other small things, and then small, and then that's where it is.
My name is Mercy Dakogori. I work with CDA Ghana as a project officer. So basically what we did from the onset was that we started the engagement with them. We introduced the project concept to them to let them understand that yes, we have a lot of needs, but if you don't start something and you are waiting or knocking on somebody's door to help you, and you are waiting that the person will come and help you, there are a lot of things that the government needs to work on. So what are the pressing needs that the community members think that they can start on their own? So what we started with is needs assessment with them. So they look at the community, within the community, what are the development challenges that they face? They come out with all of them. Then we list them down. We try to rank them in terms of priorities, the ones that they think that are very pressing to them. So based on the ranking, we rank them up to 3. Then we narrow it down to discuss with them. This initiative has been possible because of the Giving for Change projects, which basically seek to inculcate the culture of giving in local community members, and also try to help them come together and then do things on their own and not to depend on anybody. So this idea is basically because of the Giving for Change, because if not because of Giving for Change, we will not be able to come here to start even the needs assessment process.
And we still stick more. The one people do say, in addition, apart from a slap, no one refuses it. So we need more. So I thank Sontaba Giving for Change, which has brought us to the stage in which we are now.
My name is Jamila Yakubu, a female community health volunteer in Konyevula. When Songtaba came to discuss the lack of a health facility, we took it seriously. We visited different groups in the community to explain the challenge and encourage everyone to support. People contributed within their means. Some gave cement, roofing sheet, and sand, and others supported through our many VSLA groups. We used both the treasurer and a mobile money number to collect contributions. As women, we are very committed because accessing health service used to mean traveling to Zogbeli, Sangarugu, or Kasago, which took a lot of time. We contributed whatever we could. Those who didn't have money helped with labor, carrying blocks, water, and mortar. I always encourage my fellow women to also support the workers with food or water so the work could continue smoothly. Today, we are proud to have our own health facility, and we are grateful to Songtaba for supporting us through the Giving for Change project.
My name is Imuru Yakubu, chairman of the community committee. Our community had no health facility, and when external support wasn't coming, we mobilized ourselves. Different groups contributed what they could, and we were able to buy a box of roofing sheets. When we reached out to Songtaba, they encouraged us to start with our own resources and then organized a community engagement with us at the Chief's Palace. That meeting attracted support from our MP, DCE, and other benefactors, which helped us get more roofing sheets, sand, and cement to mold blocks for the project. The chief also donated land. Those who couldn't give money supported with labor, carrying sand, mortar, and helping with the construction. Everyone, young and old, took the project seriously. My advice to other communities is, don't wait for help. Start with what you have. Through the Giving for Change project, we learned to lead our own development, and that's how we were able to build our health facility.
This project is huge. So it's come from Songtaba Giving for Change. So I just want to advise my colleagues, my neighbor communities, people to also take these ideas from Songtaba Giving for Change. They should look for them so that this project, they also achieve it in their communities.
Hello, my name is Uzaifa Isahaku. I work as a programs officer with Songtaba. Yes, so the Falco Social Fund is a fund-raising system that was specially designed under the Giving for Change project, which is being implemented by Star Ghana in partnership with WACSI. So we designed the social fund to be able to respond to the immediate needs of vulnerable people in society, particularly young girls and women and alleged witches, which we as Songtaba are very particular about. Before the Giving for Change project, Songtaba actually did not have much interest in the local philanthropy concept. Most people actually think the local philanthropy concept is new, but it's something that has existed since the very days of our ancestors. When someone is in the community give birth, you see community members like giving in smaller contributions to make sure that person have a very nice naming ceremony.
Across Ghana, communities are proving that when people own their voices and resources, transformation follows.
My name is Adivo Peter Agbesi. I work with Pen Plus Byte as a project manager in charge of the Yensomubi project, which is part of the Giving for Change program. On the successes of the Giving for Change program, I will say that as an organization, it's been a great experience for us working on this project. We've been able to, through this project, mobilize resources for about a dozen organizations to the tune of 100,000 cedis.
Real change happens when communities are in the driver's seat.